Good morning, YouTube family. Good morning, good morning. My name is Charlene, and this is Care with Compassion. And I talk all things essential oils, wellness, and elderly care. Um, I would like to preference this video by saying anytime I mention essential oils, DoTERRA essential oils specifically, I always suggest that you consult with your doctor, okay? Consult with your doctor because the doTERRA essential oil is all natural, 100% natural, and sometimes the oils, like if you're on some kind of medication or something like that, or have health issues, some of the oils don't work well with medication. So I always say consult with your doctor before using any of the essential oils. Some of the oils you can digest, take internally, and some you cannot. But the ones that you apply to your skin, I always suggest that you apply a carrier, which is like a coconut oil or something like that, when you apply to your skin, okay? The essential oil I'm going to mention today, because the holidays are coming, okay? And so we're eating all of the things, and sometimes our tummies could be upset because of the things that we eat. Our tummies can get upset because of the things that we eat. So doTERRA has this essential oil that's called digestion, and I meant to bring it with me today. I'm here again at work in the theater room, so I don't have it with me. I'll bring it tomorrow. So I can show you what it looks like. But it's a little caplet. I think it also comes in liquid form, but the one I have is like a little gel caplet. And it's very good when you have digestion issues. It works very fast. So I'll put the link in the description box, and go check out the website. Look at all the other, in addition to digestion, and I mentioned to you last week about lavender and the calming essential oil, and there's another one called bergamot. Those are calming essential oils. Today, I'm speaking about the digestion, which is for your digestion system. Okay, so check it out. Today we are going to talk about caregivers working together as a unit. Okay, I mainly work with one client at a time. Like, I don't work in a facility or a hospital, right? Because those kind of establishments, I mean, sometimes I'll work in a facility, but with the one client, not, right? I don't work for the facility. I work privately, okay? So sometimes clients will have quite a few caregivers, right? They'll have, like, the client I currently have now has 24-hour care, which means I work a 12-hour shift in the day, another caregiver works 12-hour shift at night, and then there's weekend caregivers. I don't work weekends, okay? But I feel like sometimes it's difficult. Now, I have always been a primary caregiver, right? That's crazy now I think about it. I have always been the head caregiver, always been the head caregiver, and that in itself can be challenging because you are responsible for everything, okay? Everything. And that's why it is very important as a caregiver that you set a firm foundation on your do's and your don'ts, okay? And try to be very open with all the other caregivers, right? Like, it is very essential because there are other caregivers, let's say the weekend caregivers, who just want to do whatever they want to do, right? You pass on the information, but they just take the information and chuck it and do whatever you want to do. Now, with this specific client I have right now, I've been with this client for about 2 years, right? There are other caregivers who've come and gone, but I think there's because he has a total of one, two, three, four, five caregivers, okay? Because, it just depends on how the schedule works, right? So he has five caregivers. And me specifically, the three of them, okay, they tend to do very well with following directions, right? And I'm doing quotations because the overnight caregivers, they just, honey, okay? Honey, I'm just like, I get, and sometimes these clients are pretty easy. And so, they'll go to bed nighttime. They'll go to bed and you just got to make sure you give them their medication. And something as simple as just making sure you give them medication can be, for an overnight caregiver, can be a lot because they just want to come to work and go to sleep. Anyway, let me get back to the beginning of what I was saying. As as a team, or you should be a team working for a client, you guys need to work together. Okay? You have to work together. Forget about forget about whatever your idea is in your mind, because if there's a lead caregiver, which I personally am, it can be challenging when you are doing the opposite, because I am hearing that the lead caregiver is hearing from the doctors, we're hearing from the nurses, we're hearing from the family members, right? Everything that's going on goes through the lead caregiver. So we are giving the information from what we're giving, okay? And so when you think you know better, and 100% of the time you're wrong, right? And you detour from that, you causing problems for that client and everybody else. This, right? Like, we're a team. Sometimes you have to get off your little soapbox of ideas and do what's best for the client, because at the end of the day, we're here for the client. We are here for the client. We're not here for your ego. We're not here for your ego. And like in my specific situation, I had this weekend caregiver who wants to make these decisions of her own, no matter what information I leave for her. I have to come back and clean up the mess of her decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bad part of being a lead caregiver, and you have people who don't want to follow your instructions. Is when you don't do what you need to do, the lead person is going to get all the slack, right? And will have to do the cleanup. So, I mean, I'm a team player, even though I'm the primary person who's responsible for what's going on. I am a team player, and I don't walk around like I'm the boss, right? I just want to do what's best for the client. Okay? So this message is for caregivers. Work together. Work together. If you don't want to work with a team, go get yourself a client of your own and work by yourself, right? But when you're working with a team, you have to work with a team. You have to work with a team, because what worked for, you know, some of these caregivers. I've been working with clients for 50 years. Blah, 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 I know what to do. Just because it worked for Tom, don't mean it's gonna work for Jim, right? You have to. Uh, you have to deal with these clients accordingly to what their needs are. Okay? And you just here on Saturday and Sunday, right? Like, just relax. Relax, and let's work as a team and do what needs to be done for the client. Okay? Don't, come on, caregivers, come on, work together, work together. And I need you to be doing some work. Okay, I need you to be doing some work. Don't be thinking because, oh, I'm just here overnight, or oh, I'm here over the weekend. You're getting paid for your job. And like I said before, we're here for the client. Just because you have an easier shift, don't make it okay that you do little to nothing Is that okay? Because now you're shifting the weight on somebody else, right? You shifting your job that you're supposed to. There's even though it's an easier shift at night sometimes, right? If the client is a sleeper, there's still things you have to do. There are things you have to do, and if you're not doing this thing, then the other caregivers got to pick up the slack of the stuff that you're not doing. Be considerate, okay? Be a team player. Be a team player because we're a team, okay? You have a team. You got to be a team player, all right? So that little message was for the caregivers. Work as a team, okay? Work as a team because you're not the only person you're really hurting is the client, right? When you're trying to be difficult and trying to just do your own stuff, right? You're hurting the client, and we're here to help the client. We're here to help the client, okay? So that's all for me today for my soapbox for today. Caregivers, let's work as a team. Let's work as a team to do what we need to do for these clients, okay? That's our job. That's our responsibility. Let's do it as a team instead of trying to just do your own thing. And most time your own thing doesn't work, okay? But and also, like, if you have a suggestion about doing something in a way, talk to the main person about it, okay? Talk to the main person about it because it may work, right? But if you're doing one thing and somebody and everybody else is doing something else, come on, let's come together. Let's come together as one and try to figure this thing out, okay? Be a team player. Be a team player. All right, that is going to be it for me for today. I get myself ready to go to work. You have a wonderful day, and I will be back here tomorrow. Again, check out the link in my description box and look into some of the essential oils, okay? All right, you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.